folks, good afternoon. Thanks for joining back in. I know it's been a while, but we're going to do a complete video on how to set up disc golf baskets and what all's needed, what it takes to set them up. Today we're going to be setting up the Dynamic Disc Patriot baskets, adding 3 of them to our course to give us a total of 12 now. So this will be a complete unboxing. You'll see everything that comes with it. We got 3 of them, so it does come with the box that the baskets come in. You'll also get a pole comes with it, and you'll also get a box that has these pieces here that go over the pole, and they also you'll see them in the other part of the video, the 3 collars that it comes with it. So anyhow, just wanted to thank y'all for joining in, and give us a few minutes and we'll be going over the install step by step. You'll see each step from, like I said, the unboxing to the end when we make the complete basket. So anyway, stay tuned and thanks for joining in. Be right back. All right, so here we go. Do a quick unboxing, show people what comes in the box. It comes bound together with plastic from Dynamic Disc. This is the way it came to us in the mail. James, can you come up here a little bit closer? Once you open the box, depending on which side you open it, you have the cage pretty well protected. Dynamic Disc does a good job of that. It comes styrofoam pack, comes in bubble wrap. Here you'll want to go ahead, cut that loose, pull your cage out. All right. So inside here is where all your nuts and bolts, set screws, and your lock. There you go. That's your pack. Comes with a top where if you wanted to add a flag, you can put that in there, or the stopper that keeps water from going down in a pole. Comes with a lock with a seal on the bottom of it and 2 keys. And if you order from Dynamic Disc, all this comes with it. So anyhow, there you go. That's it. All right, so here we go. Each pack comes with everything you need. I've already used some of the bolts out of here, so I'll be using them from different ones. But as you can see, it comes with this bolt. It'll come with 4 of these. It's got a hex or an Allen head, and it comes with some screws that have the nylon washer inside, so it keeps them from sliding out. So I'll just quickly put these in, line up the hole, get them started first before I add my Loctite. Also have a set screw, holds pressure. That's it. Get all these started. Take a little bit of Loctite. Add just enough so that when that's tightening up, it'll take it with it around the thread. So, like I said, it does come with Allen wrench and a regular wrench in the bag. Probably could use some power tools if you had them. Don't feel like bringing any of mine with me. I knew these are in here. It just takes a couple extra steps. Try to make sure these are all good and tight. And notice right away, All right, so what we're gonna do, we've got this collar piece started. Now that I've got it kind of started, I'm gonna go back, put the Loctite on here. And grab the right tools. Insert my other one in. Nut. Tighten it down a little bit. Add a little bit of Loctite. Like I said, this is just more of a preventative. So all the abuse that these baskets take with, thousands of throws into them a year, that keeps that vibration in check. Again, don't lose tools. Be patient. Down. As you can see, without that set screw, it's pretty loose. So come back over here on the set screw. Find my other. Add a little bit in there. And I'll just work this all the way in until I open up another box. May have one there. So I used my other Allen wrench. I thought I had put it in my pocket the other day. So you work this in, get this good and tight. And once that set screw's good and tight, you'll see that stops wiggling. And it's kind of a preventative maintenance also, that every so often you may want to go out, especially if you didn't use the Loctite, to check that these set screws and things have not backed out. They started getting loose. I have played at other courses where the more used baskets, especially our local course, Tom Brown, where the city didn't use Loctite, and the top of the basket has a set screw in it also, and it gets extremely loose. So I kind of keep one of these in my truck, and every once in a while I'll keep it in my bag and go back and start tightening up those for the city. So anyway, that's the first part. This is the pole. The basket will go on top here, and the very top of the chains will go there, and this slides down the collar. Each box comes with a lock in it, and that's it. So now we're going to dig the hole to prepare for the first collar to be put in the ground. What we're using here is a gas-powered auger. Would highly suggest getting one of these if you're going to be doing some basket installs. Just makes it really easy and efficient to dig a hole without having to kill yourself using a set of post hole diggers. It is good to have two people when you're running this, even though it is a one-person auger, to help with digging the hole and controlling it. Just got to know where you're digging, make sure that you've gotten a lay of the land. There's no power lines or gas lines or water lines underneath where you're digging. That's always important if you need to call 411 dig before you go. Here I'm digging this out. We're going to go the full distance and the full length of the auger blade. That way we have a good clean hole to go to place the collar. And that's it. It's pretty simple. Takes about 20 to 30 seconds at the most with that auger to do what takes maybe 10 to 15 minutes with a post hole digger to do the same thing, especially if you have hard compacted clay like this is going into there. So All right, so we've dug a hole. Right now we've got it at 24 inches, and James is working on kind of beveling out the sides. We kind of give it so it has almost like a upside down mushroom effect. So once you put the concrete in there, it spreads out and gives it a little bit better base for the basket to sit on.
How to do it, I think.
Kind of hard to see in the dark.
Yep. You know what you could do? See where it's at? It's 24 inches?
Yep.
You can show that.
Right there, we have 24 inches marked. You have 24 inches marked on the post hole diggers. You want to make sure that collar is about an inch or so above the ground when we're putting in there. That way you can access the lock once it's set in there. We'll also come back and show you shortly. We'll put some tape on the bottom of that collar to keep from getting concrete back up in there. So here's a picture of the collar. We've put a couple layers of duct tape on it. Seals in the bottom, so when this goes straight down into the ground, you'll have no concrete coming back up inside of your collar. Very good to remember, because if you get concrete back up in here, it makes it kind of impossible. All right, so here we go. We've dug our hole out. We got the collar, and it's going to sit about right there. As you can see, if James will pick up that collar real quick light, we did put tape on the bottom. Like I said, that'll keep concrete from coming back up in the collar, so it makes it easier in the backside when you're getting ready to put the pole on there. So there we go. We'll start filling it up with concrete. All right, so we're going to take our collar. As you can see, we've used one 80-pound bag of Quikrete. Now James is going to force the collar down the hole. You go a little bit further. Is that about all we can get?
Oh yeah, I can go.
So that gives us just enough room for the lock to be around the backside. And there you go. That's all there is to it. Now we'll take a pole and attach to it so we can make sure the collar's level.
In a minute, we just see.
All right, so as you can see, we have created a pole attached where the basket and the top will go, and we have a fence post level on here. So what you're trying to do is make sure that it's level side to side, and then we'll also worry about up and down. Should be. So there we go. You got side to side, perfect level. It's not bad for the first time out. We've still got perfect level on both bubbles. And that's it. This is one of your most important parts when you're setting up these baskets, is to make sure that sorry for the traffic going by, but we are right next to the highway, is perfectly level, because once this is done and it dries in the next couple hours, we could actually put the baskets on it.